Hello, Newcastle fans. It's always an exciting time to talk about the Magpies, especially with all the buzz surrounding transfers and squad dynamics. Today, we're diving into two hot topics: the potential move for James Trafford and the recent interest in Lloyd Kelly. Let's kick things off with the Trafford rumours. Newcastle United have been keeping a close eye on Burnley's shot stopper, James Trafford. After his heroics against Sunderland, Trafford has captured attention for all the right reasons. Saving 2 penalties in a single game is no small feat, and doing it against Sunderland? That's a story Newcastle fans can surely appreciate. The lad showed nerves of steel, ignoring the crowd noise, playing a bit of mind games, and ultimately coming out on top. Trafford's season so far has been remarkable, with only 6 goals conceded, and Burnley boasting one of the meanest defences in England. He's undoubtedly made a name for himself. Even Burnley's CJ Egan-Riley sang his praises, saying he wouldn't want anyone else guarding the net. It's a huge turnaround from his debut Premier League season, where he let in 61 goals in 28 games. Back then, he was just 21, and Burnley was struggling at the bottom of the table. Now at 22, Trafford has matured significantly. Burnley's boss, Scott Parker, has called his potential absolutely humongous, praising his ability to make key decisions and adapt his game. It's clear that Trafford has grown leaps and bounds, and his performances are catching the eye of top clubs, including Newcastle United. But here's the big question: do we really need another goalkeeper right now? Nick Pope has been nothing short of outstanding for us, providing stability and assurance between the sticks. Behind him, we have solid backup options in Martin Dubravka and Mark Gillespie. While Trafford's potential is undeniable, it's hard to argue that bringing in another goalkeeper should be our top priority. Newcastle have been building a squad capable of competing on multiple fronts, but splashing the cash on a position that's already well covered doesn't feel like the wisest move. Our focus should arguably be on bolstering other areas of the pitch, maybe adding more depth in midfield, or finding another versatile forward to support our attack. That said, if Eddie Howe and the recruitment team see something special in Trafford that fits our long-term vision, then who are we to question it? After all, they've made some brilliant moves in the transfer market recently. Still, it's worth considering if this is the best use of resources, especially with other pressing needs in the squad. What do you think, Geordies? Should we go all in for Trafford, or would it be better to invest elsewhere? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's move on to the second big story of the day: Lloyd Kelly and the surprising transfer interest surrounding him. Lloyd Kelly's future at Newcastle United has become a hot topic, with reports of interest from Juventus and Fenerbahce. It's an intriguing situation, given that Kelly was only signed by the Magpies a few months ago and hasn't had much game time yet. With just 13 appearances in all competitions, many fans might wonder if he's truly had the opportunity to prove himself. Eddie Howe has made it clear that Kelly remains an important part of his plans. That's a strong endorsement, especially considering the defender hasn't been a regular starter. Howe's faith in Kelly might stem from his versatility and reliability when called upon. Interestingly, Newcastle have won the games where Kelly has started, which says a lot about his quiet but effective influence on the pitch. But here's the twist: Juventus have reportedly made contact about a potential move, with Newcastle rumoured to be asking for 15 to 16 million for a player signed on a free transfer just a few months ago. This could represent an incredible bit of business. If Juve are willing to pay north of that figure, it's tempting to cash in, especially when you consider that Kelly isn't currently a first-choice defender. However, selling mid-season comes with risks. Newcastle are in the midst of a crucial campaign, balancing domestic competitions and European aspirations. Letting go of a reliable squad player like Kelly could leave us short on defensive depth, particularly if injuries or suspensions crop up later in the season. Howe has been known to rotate his backline effectively, and Kelly provides a solid option when others need rest or recovery. On the flip side, the financial aspect is hard to ignore. A sale at this stage could free up funds for other signings in areas where Newcastle might need more reinforcements. If the club can squeeze a bit more out of Juventus, perhaps pushing the fee closer to 20 million, it would be difficult not to consider letting him go. From a fan's perspective though, it's tough to see Kelly leave so soon after joining, especially when his record in the starting 11 has been so positive. The team has looked strong and composed with him on the pitch, and that kind of impact isn't easy to replace. Even if he's not a regular starter, Kelly brings stability and a sense of calm when called upon, a quality that could prove invaluable as the season progresses. It's clear that Eddie Howe values Kelly, and his ability to read the game and slot seamlessly into the backline is something Newcastle could still benefit from. But with big clubs like Juventus knocking, it's hard not to weigh the pros and cons. What do you reckon, Toonami? Should we hold on to Kelly and trust Howe's vision, or would cashing in now be the smarter move? Let's hear your take in the comments below. That's all for today's updates. It's always a pleasure bringing you the latest news and views on the world's greatest team, Newcastle United. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop with everything Magpies. Take care, and as always, away the lads. Let me know if you'd like me to refine anything or adjust the tone further.